If you love the Initials game on the Power Trip Morning Show, you're going to love the home game version. You can get it now at initialsgame.com. Think you would be pretty good at this game, but you want to prove it to your friends and family? Then get the home version now. Initialsgame.com. That's initialsgame.com.
Hey, it's Power Trip Morning Show, 8:06. Can we hurry this up? I got to go to Vegas. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Anyway, here we go. That over there, the lovely and talented Misa's Paul Lambert.
Oh, honey.
See, you thought I was going to say Alec Lewis, who's even more lovely and even more talented. Did you guys discuss Daniel Jones yet?
Not really.
Okay. I wonder if you have an opinion, Alec Lewis, coverage of the NFL/Vikings on what we'll do, or if anything, with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, if Sam Darnold were to go elsewhere, I think he would become an option to pair with J.J. McCarthy. But it sounds like Daniel Jones is going to have interest from others. And, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like the Indianapolis Colts and that regime has said that they want competition for Anthony Richardson. And Daniel Jones would probably make sense in that regard. Mm-hmm. Like even some have asked, like, could the Colts be interested in Darnold? I just don't think they're the competition for Richardson, they'd probably prefer to do that at like a $15 million number, not a $30 million number. But Daniel Jones, I mean, the interesting thing for me is on the outside, it's like, okay, if we lose Sam and let's say Daniel wins the competition with JJ to start the season, Daniel Jones can just do the same thing that Sam Darnold just did. I think that's a little faulty to imagine that being the case. Now, I think Kevin O'Connell would have the confidence that he could get the best out of him, and they probably would get the best out of him. But to expect him to do what Sam Darnold just did probably goes above and beyond reality.
Right, that quarterback elevation that it looked like happened last year with Darnold, that's what we want out of McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell.
Right.
Is if he's that good, what can KOC do with him? More so than guys like Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Is JJ still ahead of schedule? Is that the hot rumor that the rehab's going well and he's on pace to be ready week 1, or we do not know yet?
Yeah, I from everything it sounds like, I mean, publicly and privately, like rave reviews on him. I mean, in Indianapolis, there was the conversation about his weight because of the picture that was shown on the sidelines or what have you, but I was told in Indy that he's above 200 pounds. I spoke to someone.
That's a huge bitch.
I spoke to someone very close to him a couple days ago, and it was like the person was like, I can't describe to you how laser focused this guy is right now. Like I think JJ it feels like he really wants to prove that he's the guy that I think everyone started to believe last fall that he was, and that's what makes this so complicated. Like I was saying this to you guys between break, but let's say Sam Darnold is available for Minnesota for around $25 million, and you deem that is a better option at quarterback than Daniel Jones for $15 million. I could understand that argument, but the reality is you're then taking on all of the mayhem that would come with a competition with a guy in Sam Darnold that we just saw and a future quarterback option in J.J. McCarthy, who, I mean, that was really when Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell got here, they envisioned a point at which they would have a rookie quarterback and what that contract allows you everywhere else. And you guys talk about it and know just as well as I do. They have a lot of holes to fill. Interior offensive line, interior defensive line, cornerback, potentially, I mean, safety, I kind of explained how the vision is going to go there, but running back is another spot. And they only have 4 picks because they traded seemingly 150 of them last draft. So it's, I mean, you need that cap space. And I think that's why, for as much as I could understand an argument around Sam Darnold for 25 as opposed to Daniel Jones for 15, it's just hard to imagine ultimately that being the best route. And I think there are people inside the building that understand that.
If you had to guess and be right, who do you think non-quarterback is probably their number one free agent target on Monday?
Yeah, I think Will Fries, the guard from the Indianapolis, that's not a name that's going to blow. Like, people listen to their cars. I mean, yeah, we got Will Fries. But I do think, like, he's a very solid guard, a versatile player. He did break his tibia last year, so he's coming off injury, but a younger guy. And I mean, I just think interior offensive line is that's just where you have to start. I also think they're going to be very active in the interior defensive line market. And even if, I'll say this to the fans, like, even if they only add one guard in the next week, that does not mean via other options, whether it's the draft or primarily the draft, that they couldn't add another spot there. And they're also, like, I'd also say they're thinking about it from a future standpoint. Garrett Bradbury is only under contract for one more year, so the center position has questions related to the future. So there's a lot of machinations that could go on in the interior of the offensive line, but that's where I think their number one priority would be.
We play the initials in about, 10 minutes or so. And I'm doing this specifically because he's falling asleep behind me.
What?
Mark, hockey, your thoughts?
Yeah, wild hockey, high school hockey, just the sport of
Chris
hockey.
hockey.
You said it. I fell asleep back here.
I know,
So
some
when
say he's getting
I
his
mean,
best. And don't take offense, Alec. He was up all night.
yeah.
And he
I didn't
was
get
doing
home till late
coverage,
last night.
And he likes hockey. And
I'll tell you, I went to the Wild game last Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm from Alabama. I don't know anything about hockey. But Boldy was way more talent. I'm just watching the rink. What do you call it? The ice.
Sure, it's ice.
You had it with you were right with
This guy. There was this one like 360 saucer thing. I was like, holy cow, this guy's
He's
talented.
special. He's very special. He's still young, still getting better, still going to score more and more points. He's got a great shot. He's got all the tools. Just waiting for that switch to get flipped a little bit. It has without Kaprizov. Man, he has stepped up big time without Kaprizov. But Matt Boldy, we've got one superstar with Kirill Kaprizov, and Matt Boldy is knocking on the door. I mean, he's dynamic, as you said. The things that he can do, the strength that he has, the different ways he can affect the game. You can literally score goals anywhere from the blue line or in front for rebounds. He is a very, very special young man.
So as a reporter, a journalist, have you ever been told or pushed towards, hey, look, you got to experience the high school hockey tournament at least once just to see what it's all about?
I've got a buddy. I went to Mizzou for college, and I got a buddy who was from here who went to Missouri that I'm close with, and he used to always talk about it. And I'm like, I'm from Alabama. It's a state hockey
Don't care about hockey.
Yeah,
Don't care about high school hockey.
All due respect. But then I see video, pictures. I'm seeing
it's mayhem.
Orono.
Sweet.
I'm like, and I 100% would go. Like, no questions asked.
Well, to put it in perspective, I got a really good friend of mine, Scoot. Corey knows Scooter. He's played college football at Minnesota, Texas boy, and everything. And he took us a long time to finally talk him into going. He comes to the Orono games a couple years ago. First period, he was kind of sitting down and kind of talking smack a little bit about it, and everybody's into it. Second period, he's kind of chirping the refs a little bit. By the third period, he is on his feet, just yelling
In
at the
overtime,
top
he got
of his lungs.
Point
Luckily, it didn't go to overtime, and Scooter doesn't drink much.
Yeah, no, I know he was just fighting.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it, and it's just
It's incredible.
I love there is I'm very grateful for my job because I just get to do the thing as a kid that I just love doing. And like that environment with that energy, that's what I look like. I still, when I go home to Alabama and I get to go to Tuscaloosa for a game, like that is, as good as it gets. That's why and I didn't know when I moved up here in 22, I didn't know this town was as rabid as it is for their teams. I knew with the readership of a Michael Russo and a John Krasinski, I was like, these guys are dang good at their jobs and they have a lot of followers. So I'm sure there's something to it, but it's been, even the hockey tournament, and the Wild game Sunday, it was probably not as electric as some, but I just thought
the 1-0 game, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. And I heard some people say it's not that, but I'm like, I don't know. It was wild in there.
Yeah, some people just don't appreciate, when goalies take the stage there, 1-0 games.
Yeah, Sauce.
I didn't say that.
You thought it.
You
I
thought
did.
it. I
You
could see it
felt
on your face.
You feel it in your face.
All right, Alec, you're familiar with
Lionel
initials. You
Richie.
understand how it works.
I am. I am. I'm not. I mean, I am. This is going to be very tough for me. I'm just telling you. I'm also not a morning person, even though this past week, given the free agency, I kind of have to be.
I'm just glad you found the studio, brother.
Fair. Yeah, how about that? Again, you're arguably most famous for struggling to find a place to broadcast the Vikings pregame show.
That's I will
Almost
say,
a weekly basis.
I will say, Chris, like, and throughout the season, early on, it's like, yeah, man, we're great to have you. Then, like, towards the back half of the season, I'm not showing up for the interviews, and I can tell he's just like, all right,
Where
dude,
are you?
Yeah, like, come on, man. And I will say, you get in conversation, I didn't say I was, and I'm terrible with directions, and I will also say on game day. Like, I act like it's this important thing for me when all I'm doing is just sitting at a computer. It's really not that important, but I just got locked in.
Well, and, you know, some of the play, like Chicago, I was trying to explain to them the broadcast booth in Chicago, impossible to get to.
And I mean, I would call Abbott and be like, hey, can you just put me in? And Chad's just trolling me on it. I mean, it's just.
That's what he does.
But that's just how I'm not very directionally inclined. I don't know what that means.
Either way, it was always funny to say, like, Musk would preview, hey, we're going to talk to Alec Lewis next time. But they would come back from break, and you're either on the phone because you're outside of a security gate or you're walking the concourse going, I don't know where I'm going. You just were never where you were supposed to be. It's a lot of fun.
The playoff game in Arizona, I mean, they didn't have my credential. And the urgency from the woman was just, I mean, all due respect, I'm sure she's a great woman. But I was like, we got to get in the stadium.
Did Rosen mentor you?
No,
I'm sure she's a great woman.
No, I don't know. But she was like, I'm sorry, we don't have it. I'm like, you going to do anything about that? Or are we just going to sit here and I'm going to sit outside the stadium when they flew me out here? Yeah, sorry. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, even if my anxiety was on 10.
Those people thought they were done for the year. You know, some of them were like, we're happy to be helping you out here with the Rams, thank you. And some of them were like, I was supposed to be off today.
I'll never forget just the lack of urgency just driving me crazy. I mean, it always does, whether I'm like in the airport and people are like getting their, it's just like, let's go. No
patience.
Hey, listen, you want to watch us play the initials game? Well, you can right now. KFAN.com/watch. It's up, and our buddy Nick is over there. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks to Quantum Fiber.
And thanks to Quantum Fiber. Real meat for real life. I can't remember their slug line. I'm sure that's not it.
Real meat
It's
for
also
real
not a slug
life.
line.
Thank you.
What? Isn't that Chicken by George? What the hell was that?
Chicken by George.
It's a thing from the 80s where they had like seasoned chicken patties. My mom ate it all the time.
Internet powerful enough. Oh, it went off. Go to quantumfiber.com. Internet. Come on, switch.
Powerful enough to
No,
power
real
your
meat for
world.
real life. Chicken by George.
Limited available. No, that's not either.
Limited available.
Quantum Fiber. We rule. Love us.
All right.
That's their slug line
Yeah,
now.
we might have meat. Right? Why don't you Google them and find out?
My dad doesn't make meat.
Tommy Ryman.
Thank you. Yeah, you got the
I got it. All right, when we come back, Alec Lewis makes his initials debut, and one of you gets to call in and have a crack at winning $86,000.
Up next, it's the Initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the Initials jackpot next on The Fan.
All right, Chris is in vacation mode because he booked a last-second trip
we
to
are.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, sorry,
Got
guys.
me all excited back here.
I know.
Are you focused enough, not on Bryan Adams in Vegas, to do well at initials?
Sometimes I'm better when I'm loose.
And when you have, 3
You're
days off
always
next
loose.
week, you got nothing to lose, right?
I
You get
don't care.
the weekend's finally here.
It's finally here.
Lake Baguanza or whatever it's called. Here we go.
Day. Like Baguanzo.
Guanzer.
All right, let's do this.
The Power Trip welcomes you to Initials Game 564, presented by Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing.
Yeah, 564. 564 games. Thanks to Hurlburt.
It's been 564 games.
564.
That makes sense, but man, that's a lot.
I know. We were just talking to Alec about it during the break. It's like 11-ish something years.
I told you guys. I told them, Chris. I mean, I got like 6 texts yesterday when people heard. It was like finally. After all my work with the Athletic, for
all the Friday football feasts.
The Buffalo Wild Wings trips to Roseville. This is the one.
Next time you see Chad Abbott, just say the most important thing you've ever done on KFAN is initials.
Sure.
He loves when people say that.
He agrees.
Yeah, he agrees.
Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, keeping homes comfortable for over 65 years. New customers get a $49 furnace tune-up and safety check, and for a limited time, get a free carbon monoxide detector. Call 612-200-2120 today, or schedule online at hurlburthp.com. That's hurlburthp.com.
Yep, used them last fall. The dude was super nice, super helpful.
Sweet.
Awesome people. So Hurlburt, highly, highly recommended. All right, let's go around the room and meet the competitors and see what we're playing for. Sauce, all-time points leader, all-time wins leader. Did you win last week?
No, I did.
No, Hogs Daddy.
Oh, you won with, did you win
Hog
with
was
JS
on.
with Bernard? You won in the last couple of weeks. When did you win last?
Marnie win that.
I went cray-cray.
AG?
Oh,
Double
Double
D.
D.
Double D.
Double D.
Yeah, of course.
Last week. Sauce,
Hawks
what happens if you win this week?
I am sponsored by my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. 7th Avenue Pizza is on sale now at all Coburn's, Cashwise, and Marketplace Foods locations for $6.99. If I win today, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday, and one of you could win $100 to restock your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
All right, Chris has got to catch a flight to Vegas, but before he does, he's going to try to win game 564. What happens if you win today, Christopher?
I am always sponsored by my friends at Radco and Radco.com. If I win, you get 10% off your entire order now through Monday and store online at Radco.com. When you use the promo code initials, discount doesn't apply to toppers, but thank you, Radco. Radco.com, promo code initials through Monday night.
All right, Mark Parrish is a free agent again. We need to get him a sponsor.
good
The dude wins all the time.
All the time.
If you're somebody that wants to sponsor Mark Parrish on Fridays,
Constantly.
Parrish is a nice guy. Let the boy have a sponsor.
Yeah,
Right?
and Alec, let me tell you, if you need help finding a press box, I'm your guy.
I need help.
He spent a lot of time there. Alec is playing for Marnie. So
Which
what
is-
happens if Alec wins?
Again,
No offense.
I got skipped again.
They have more faith in a rookie.
Every single time I get skipped.
Alec Lewis is sponsored today by our great friends at Great Clips. And if he wins, tweet at Marnie Gellner and tag at Great Clips through the end of Sunday. And one lucky winner is going to win free haircuts for a year. Good luck,
Pretty cool.
Alec.
She passed
That
away.
is a good one.
Alec, here's the thing. If you
Rest in peace.
completely suck in your debut and you get
want
shut out or you really struggle, there's a couple of ways you can practice. One is buy the home game version at initialsgame.com. Version 4 is still available because the rest of them are sold out, but 4 is still available on the website. 6 is right around the corner. And then also initialsgamelive.com. We had 3 more locations added this week. We're up to like 40 with
for
something
you.
like 15 more in the next month and a half. So you can go play at breweries and bars all over the upper Midwest, 5 different states, I think now. Initialsgamelive.com.
I've done
All
it
right.
a couple times. It's awesome.
It's the best, right? It's super
Sauce, I
fun.
didn't know you were
Yep.
so good.
He's very good.
I'm good at bat.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yep.
Not talking.
All right. Before we play game 564, one of you might change your life this morning
Here we
on the
go.
Power Trip
Let's
Morning
go.
Show by winning
Now it's
$86,000.
time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
That's right. St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot is currently at $86,000. You're looking to buy a new car? Save money on your current car loan? Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today to stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Pretty sweet. Alec, you're not eligible, but yeah, somebody is. $86,000. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hell yeah.
All they have to do is
Hell
tell me
yeah.
the right 2 initials I'm about to use in the right spot. If they get 1 in the right spot, they win $250, which happened last week. She guessed DL.
yeah.
She guessed DL, and it was DD, and she won $250. But if you get both letters in the right spot, then St. Paul Federal Credit Union gives you this progressive jackpot. It goes up $500 every week. We're up to an all-time record of $86,000. It's gone off twice. Let's see if today's number 3. Good morning. What is your name and where are you from?
Hey, Corey, this is Chase from Cottage Grove.
Chase from Cottage Grove. Hi, Chase. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
All right, good. So, as we say all the time, Chase, the hardest part about winning this, truly, mathematically, is just getting through. You've already done that because you're the one that gets to guess. Do you have a set of letters that you've been waiting for a couple of years to guess, a couple of months to guess? What's your strategy today? What are you guessing?
Well, up until you used double D last week, we were going to go for my good buddy BD, but we're going to switch it up this week, and we're going to go SP.
Second letter is what? P as in like Paul?
Aye?
Yep, S as in Sierra, P as in Paul.
SP. Okay. So Chase in Cottage Grove is going SP. You said it was for one of your buddies?
I was going to go BD for my good buddy Nick, but yeah, since you used Double D last week, I decided we'll switch it up.
Got it.
Wouldn't you go in for Nick?
No, it's a nickname for him. I can explain it off air.
Got it.
Hawk has to get to the airport.
All right. So Chase is going SP. If he has one right, he wins $250. If he has them both right, he's the third jackpot winner, and he wins $86,000. Chase is guessing SP. Does he have at least one right? And is he alive for $86,000? No.
No, sorry, Chase.
Sorry, buddy. And here's what sucks. Is last week's double initials scared him off of going double initials again. Now, BB wouldn't have won him any money, but this week we have double initials.
Oh.
And here's my 10-second boring story, but stay with me for a second. You know how every Friday now, Hurlburt, you can go on social media, you can put 5 guesses out there. Everybody can do this. And if you get it right, you win $100. Somebody gets a $100 Visa gift card thanks to Hurlburt, which is pretty cool. I saw our guy Carl this morning.
He passed away.
Guess it correctly. And about 2 months ago, remember when Carl came in and watched the show? He walked in, and I go, Carl, what are the initials today? And he goes, didn't even hesitate. Like he had them locked and loaded. He goes, RR. Well, RR was one of the 10 that I had done. I don't know what it is about Carl where he just knows what I have in the hopper. RR are the initials today. I saw him guess them on Twitter this morning.
Should have been JJ.
He guessed it 2 months ago. We're at this point where like we just need Carl on the phone, and the person who gets through can use him as a phone a friend.
Lifeline.
Yeah.
I was going to guess SP, but I want to see what Carl wants first.
Yeah.
And then Carl today might have said, go with RR, and he would have won somebody $86,000.
Yeah.
Carl just knows, man. All right. RR are the letters. Double R for game 564. Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. Here we go, Alec. Number 1 of double R.
Clue number 1.
Appeared in 6 to 9 minute windows.
Clue number 2.
Known for evasion.
Alec.
Go for it.
Roadrunner?
That's right.
Dude, that's great.
I was going to guess that. I thought it was one
On
word.
the board.
Yeah. Nice job,
And
Alec.
already
one word.
monkey
Same.
off the back.
It's over.
Same.
Yeah, it's all gravy.
Same.
Already
Good
done
job,
better
Alec.
than KOC.
Yeah,
There you
great
go.
job.
Yeah, there you go. Next time you see him, say that to
sorry,
him.
Kevin. Yeah.
Alec Lewis on the board with Roadrunner.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Nice
the
work.
Roadrunner cartoon character is 2 words.
And
Isn't that
the
weird?
best, you
I
didn't
didn't know
hesitate. You went for nice work,
Yeah.
Alec.
Pretty good. Alec leads 1 rip. Here's number
guys.
2 of double R.
Clue number 1.
Associated with Cadbury.
Clue number 2.
Debuted in 1953.
Clue number 3.
The first 4 letters in both words are identical.
Clue number 4.
His father was an industrialist.
Hawk.
Yep.
Richie Rich.
That's right. Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are good clue score.
Richie
Good clue
Rich.
score.
Cadbury.
Cadbury is his butler.
That's right. Oh, man. I was thinking of chocolate.
That was the
same.
idea.
Dude, I was trying to think of
Shocking
anything
that
with a rabbit.
I could get you guys thinking
Yeah.
candy and sugar quickly and get you off the scent. Richie
knows
Rich
us.
gets Chris on the board. Alec has one.
attaboy, Hawk. Good guys.
Chris
My day.
has one.
My day, Nick.
Here is number 3
That's Parrish.
of double R.
Clue number 1.
Associated with tweets.
Clue number 2.
The first word ends with an apostrophe.
Clue number 3.
This is now in the public domain.
Hawk.
Go for it.
Rockin' Robin.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
I was thinking Rockin' Rogin.
Chris is feeling loose, man. He's got
good for you,
Vegas
Hawk.
mentality. He's got
ready
Bryan Adams
to
on his
go.
brain.
Good for you.
Summer of '69.
What if he
Yeah.
sings Rockin' Robin tonight at the Win?
I'll
It's in the
cry.
public domain. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
I'll probably cry anyway.
Chris leads 2-1 over Alec Lewis of The Athletic.
Here we go.
Here's number 4 of Double R.
Clue number 1.
Its name came as a reaction to the Great Depression.
Clue number 2.
This is a combination of things.
Clue number 3.
Is mostly brown.
Clue number 4.
It's created by William Dreyer.
Hawk?
Yep.
Rocky Road?
That's right.
My goodness.
That is Rocky Road.
Nice.
Ice
Dialed
cream.
Good for you, Hawk.
And that's 3 straight. Woo. Rocky Road.
Good guy. Ain't no good guys. This is a good guy.
Wow.
What?
That was- that
got
was-
it.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I thought he was having a fit.
Slop. He was doing his slop.
I thought he fell. Nice job, Hogs.
Thank you.
Wow.
Here's
Hawk,
number
attaboy.
5 of Double R. Chris leads 3-1.
Clue number 1.
Sometimes associated with water.
Clue number 2.
Is divided into segments.
Clue number 3.
Features exchanges.
Clue number 4.
Is competitive.
Mark.
Yep.
If this, I'm railroad. Yeah,
I think that's
one word. Yeah, that's
Parrish out for the rest of number 5. We're down to Alec, Hawk, and Sauce.
Clue number 5.
Features more than one person. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Most commonly connected to running, these include batons.
Paul.
Yep.
Hawk.
5, 4, 3.
running rally. I have no idea.
Hawk.
Relay race.
attaboy, Hawk.
Is a relay
Nice job,
race, and
Hogs.
Chris has 4 straight and is
My God.
running
This
away with this.
This is unbelievable.
Dude, here's, we said earlier that if Chris does this last second trip to Vegas, he's going to be sitting in Vegas last night or tonight watching Bryan Adams going, why don't I do this all the time?
Yeah.
If he dominates and wins
Man, you might
initials,
get 11.
he's going to Vegas every Friday.
I might move there.
Chris has 4.
It'd be like Nicolas Cage and leaving Las Vegas.
He
though.
almost had Road Runner, but he thought it was one word.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 6. Chris has 4. Alec Lewis has 1. Number 6
Here we go.
of Double
Attaboy, keep
R.
going,
By the
Hawk.
way, listen to this first clue very closely. That's all I'm going to say.
Clue number 1.
Famously mispronounced because of the spelling.
Clue number 2.
Is the first of 4.
Clue number 3.
The front is black and white and features a silhouette.
Clue number 4.
At one point was available at McDonald's.
Clue number 5.
You can land on it.
Come on.
Clue number 6.
Named after a city in Pennsylvania. This can be. Yep.
Reading Railroad.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank God. I don't know, but thank God.
Clue number 6.
Named after a city in Pennsylvania, this can be purchased for $200 in the classic board game Monopoly. 5, 4, 3,
No
2.
idea.
Alec?
I can't.
Alec. 4, 3.
Railroad? Has that already been one?
No.
Yeah.
Parrish or Sauce. 5, 4,
I'm
3, 2,
No idea.
1.
So you're gonna say it's Reading Railroad.
So it is Reading Railroad. Yeah. So that's the first clue about it being famously mispronounced. I've always thought it was Reading Railroad. I guess it is technically Reading Railroad.
No idea.
Wow.
So I feel bad buzzing you because I always thought it was Reading Railroad.
I did up until right now.
That's a really tricky one. How do we feel about that? Because that is technically Reading Railroad.
Yeah, no, that's right.
That's a tough one.
I've never heard it pronounced that way.
Same. I wonder if the only people that call it Reading Railroad are from Pennsylvania.
Isn't Reading, Pennsylvania spelled with 2 D's?
REDD.
Or is it READ?
No idea.
Check.
I have
He's working on it.
from the day I
Chris is so on it.
He's got a game going here.
It's READING.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I have always called it Reading Railroad. Always, always.
Take a ride on the reading is what we always say.
Exactly.
Take a ride on the reading.
Yeah, no one said take a ride on the Reading.
Yeah.
No, until
Chris
today.
leads 4. Hey, we learned something.
Wow.
5 in a row.
You had it.
Yeah, you're on
Well, here
fire,
you go.
Hawk.
Chris leads 4-1. We're at the halfway point. Still everybody mathematically in this, despite Chris's dominance in the first half so far. Here's
nothing.
number 7
Go, guys. Here we go.
of Double R.
Clue number 1.
Has degrees.
Clue number 2.
You don't want this.
Clue number 3.
Often a result of great speeds.
Mark.
Go for it.
Road rash.
Yeah, good one, Perry. Yeah.
It is road rash. Road rash. Well done.
Good job.
All right, Parrish is on the board.
That's it.
5 to go. Chris, you have 4. Alec and Parrish each have 1.
nothing.
Sauce yet
We're
to
getting
score.
smoked in here.
Yeah.
At least you have one.
Here we go.
I have
Go, guys.
nothing.
It's not over yet, though, for
Yeah.
anybody. Here's number 8 of Double R.
Clue number 1.
Connected to the Beatles, August 26th, 1964.
Clue number 2.
Gary Hart announced his campaign for presidency here.
Clue number 3.
Does not always require a ticket.
Clue number 4.
In August of 2022, Matt Stone and Trey Parker performed here.
Paul.
Mark.
Paul was first.
Red Rocks.
That's right.
Dang it. Good boy. Attaboy, Sauce.
That is Red
That's
Rocks.
good.
Good boy, Sauce. Good boy,
Yeah,
Sauce.
finally, I got
Red
one.
Rocks.
And you go, boy. Here's a good boy.
All right, here's the old situation, though, Chris. There's only 4 left, and you have a 3-point lead.
Yep.
If you get any of the remaining 4, just one of the last 4, you're the winner. But everybody else is mathematically in here. Here is number
Here we go.
9. Chris is
Come on,
going
Hawk.
for
Here
the
we go.
win.
Come on now.
It's pretty early to win on 9. But
Yes.
Chris
Good
can
for
do
you,
it today,
Hawk.
though.
Impressive to say the least.
Here is number 9. Chris going for the win. Double R.
Clue number 1.
Often features loud music.
Clue number 2.
Features some kind of a barrier.
Clue number 3.
Found popularity mid 20th century.
Clue number 4.
In a sense, features a continuous loop.
Paul.
Yep.
Roller rink.
That's right.
Oh, my Lord.
It is a roller rink, and Sauce stays in
work,
this.
Sauce.
And you technically keep everybody else alive as well.
Nice job,
All right, 3 to go. Chris, situation exactly the same still for you. If you get any of the remaining 3, you're the winner. Sauce, you're just 2 back now with 3 to go. Parrish or Alec, you need to run the table to tie to force a tiebreaker.
Here
with
we go,
Chris.
Alec.
It's not impossible, though. We've seen
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You got this.
Hey,
I've
you
just
can
been
get
quiet
hot
as a
late.
man. I'm just thinking.
Hey, you got the first one.
Yeah.
I'm just struggling.
All that matters.
so much.
All right.
It's all right.
Chris going for the win. Here is number 10 of Double R.
Clue number 1.
Debuted in 1968.
Clue number 2.
Often includes an abundance of violence.
Alec.
Yeah?
Robert Redford.
What?
He had quite the temper.
Violent
Listening to
man.
the dude's story?
Had the temper. Hey, why not? Right? Who cares? All right,
I
Alec
want to
is.
fire. I want
You
to
want
fire
to go
away.
for it? I like go for it.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right, Alex out for the rest of number 10.
Clue number 3.
In theory, doesn't involve kids.
Clue number 4.
Can include adult acts or nudity.
Clue number 5.
Often features strong language. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This is a guideline.
Paul?
Yeah.
This is a stupid guess. R rating?
Let me finish clue 6.
Clue number 6.
This is a guideline found in the film industry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know, man. I don't think I can give you
what
that.
the R
Rated.
stands
It's
for.
going to be rated.
It's rated R.
Yeah.
That's right.
R rating. I mean,
That threw me off completely because I went another direction.
the phrase is rated R.
I never
Yeah,
found
that's correct. Yeah,
A couple of controversial ones today.
Yeah.
You're on, it's not a bad guess. You
Yeah.
said it weird.
I said it backwards.
311, the Beatles of rap.
Well, the Beatles are rap rock. All right, so Chris, now Alec and Parrish are mathematically eliminated. Sauce, you
Sorry,
need
guys.
both of the remaining two.
All right.
All right. Go, guys.
If
Here we go.
anybody but Sauce gets this,
Come on. Alec,
we have a winner.
You guys can do it.
let's go.
Chris going for the win. Sauce needs the last two to tie. Here's number 11 of Double R.
Clue number 1.
Can include violence.
Clue number 2.
Associated with aggression.
Paul.
Yep.
Road rage.
Good guess,
there it is.
dude.
Oof. Good guess. Sauce out for the rest of 11, which means Chris does mathematically win.
Nice job,
That
Hawks.
locks up the win.
What a day for Chris.
Come on.
This is a
This
heck
is
of
my
a.
day.
I mean,
There are many weekend, but this
You know
one is
what?
mine.
Make it a weekend,
All right,
buddy.
let's see if
Make
we
it
can,
a weekend.
run it up now. Here's the rest of number 11.
Clue number 3.
Features outbursts.
Mark,
Yep.
Royal Rumble?
That's a good guess,
that
too.
was in my
Out.
mind for one of them.
So we're down to Alec Lewis
you're welcome,
and
Alec.
Chris Hockey.
Come on, Alec, you got this.
No,
Clue
probably not.
number 4.
Can be threatening, feature irritability, and hostility.
Clue number 5.
Involves hormone levels. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Athletes, bodybuilders, and weightlifters might experience this.
Hawk.
Yep.
Roid rage.
Roid rage.
Attaboy, Hawk.
Not
job, Hogs.
road rage. That is the other kind of rage. That is steroid rage or roid
I know.
rage.
Yeah.
Couple of guesses that were on the right path. Chris wins with 5, but just for fun, here's number 12 of Double R.
I want
Clue
one more.
number 1.
You got this.
Known for flexibility.
Clue number 2.
Commonly roll.
Alec,
Yep.
Range Rover.
Okay, that's a really
you go.
good guess.
That's not bad.
Range,
Yeah, no, it
flexibility.
fits. They roll. They have wheels.
I thought I had it too.
Nope, not bad.
Clue number 3.
Often way above most people's heads.
Clue number 4.
Can open.
Clue number 5.
These can cost $100 million or way more.
Oh, Paul.
Yep.
Retractable roof.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Nailed it. Very good. Chris.
Nice job, Hogs.
The Vegas mentality gets
Thank
it done
you.
with
Nice win,
5
Hogs.
wins.
Thank you. That's
or
right.
5
And my
points.
friends at Radco going to reward you. Just go to radco.com or in store all weekend long through Monday night at midnight. You get 10% off using the promo code initials. 2 in a row. All right. Thank you, Radco. 2 in a row for Radco.
You guys.
And whether it's controversial or not, we learned today that it's technically not reading railroad, which I don't think I knew that until I did these clues 2 months ago.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
I had no idea until today.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, right? Because all of the properties, all that stuff is Atlantic City based. So all the railroads are actual lines out of Atlantic City or that area.
I didn't know
So
it was
the railroad
realist.
that goes out goes to Reading.
Chris, that was impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job, buddy.
I was on fire.
You were on fire.
That's
You
what
were
I think
locked
I told
in.
you guys last week, too. When I get one wrong, it just shuts me down.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's like that for
Yeah.
me, but that's what happened today.
It's called going on tilt.
Yeah, I went on tilt.
Don't tilt.
Yeah.
Get a hotel at the Win. You just won.
I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, just so you guys know, I'll just say it and get it out there. If my plane flips upside down, I loved you.
That's just unbelievable.
And I
brother.
died doing what I loved.
If he
Going to
doesn't,
Vegas.
right. If he doesn't come back, don't go looking for
That's
him.
right. Right.
Actually, hang on. I always say that there's only a couple of people that have ever died doing what they love, and it's really Michael Hutchins and David Carradine.
Yeah.
But everybody else, if you said, well, did Chris die doing what he loved? I'd say, well, he was upside down watching romantic comedies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty close.
He was crying to some song.
Right.
Yeah.
The actual plane crash would not be what he loved doing, but the rest of it's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. But it's like I've gotten so good when I'm with PA. I just let him talk. That's just,
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
That's it, man. That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
You're going to be watching Hope float when the
Yeah.
plane
He
goes
loves that thing.
inverted.
Yeah.
10 ways to lose a guy.
Well, you did a good job,
Loves
though.
it.
You got to feel good, right? I mean, you didn't get shut out.
He got the first one.
Yeah,
Isn't it
first
how to
one, too.
lose a guy in 10 days?
What did he say?
10 ways to lose a guy.
Isn't there a movie like that, though?
I think you're thinking of 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
Which is
I love that
hilarious.
movie.
Yes.
No, 1,000,000 ways. Is it 1,000,000
I
ways?
don't know.
Our
I
numbers
can't
aren't
name
good.
it.
It is so funny.
10
That's
guys
the,
to lose in a day.
yeah.
That's the
That's
Seth
the Tommy
MacFarlane
Olsen
movie, though.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alec, you got one. I think
was
all
great.
of us got a little optimistic that you were going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You got stuck on one, but again, it's not zero. It's a start.
Yeah, I beat Kevin O'Connell. That was really coming in here. That was
Whoa.
the prior. Yeah.
Yeah, keep bringing that up and see how that goes for you.
Yeah.
See how much exclusive access you get if you keep bringing that
We're
up.
going to go over to Kevin Seifert. That's that's
Dumb
part
question.
Of it. But,
Dumb question.
No, I felt when I got Roadrunner, I'm thinking I might surprise myself.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
thought-
Range
yeah.
Rover, I thought I had it.
That was
But-
a good guess.
It rolls. That
Did
makes
you have
sense.
Richard Ramirez?
No.
That's
Is that the guy Zach found attractive?
Clue one would have been just like turn
He's-
Zach on
he's
with
the
his
Night
abs.
Stalker.
Yeah. Zach once looked at his pictures in a lonely hotel room.
That's the Night Stalker.
Hey, the show before us, the show two before us, the Ben Maller show. They
Two
were talking.
skunks and a monk?
They were no before two pros and a cup of Joe. Before that show though, the Ben Maller show, they were talking about serial killers, and I don't know if you were listening, Sauce. One of them asked, like, when was the last time we had a noteworthy serial killer because of Bundy and Dahmer?
BTK, I would guess.
BTK was 20 years ago, though, right? The Golden State Killer did all of his killing a long time ago, but was just caught a handful of years ago.
I don't know.
we-
Corey Cove?
I'm just saying, are we long overdue for a
And
Mount Rushmore kind
it's
of a
too-
guy?
It's too hard to do it. There's cameras
No.
everywhere. There's phones.
Look at Paris. He's
The
like, no,
scary
he can
thing
still
is
do
they're
it.
out there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, one's
They're
probably
out there.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, you can't just kill 6 or 7 people. You got to do it in a way that hasn't been done.
Yeah. I don't think he's listening because he's in the bathroom right now. He's getting ready to go on the air.
Yeah, he's the guy that I'm referring to is 9 to noon.
Phenomenal.
Alec, thanks for coming in, man. That was
Yeah,
good.
it was
People
a
can read
blast.
you at the Athletic.
Yep, and they can read Michael Russo and John Krasinski, and those guys are as good as it gets. So thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime. All right,
See you
Alec
Thursday,
Lewis
guys.
of The Athletic. Chris is going to go see Bryan Adams in Vegas. He's back Thursday. We're back Monday, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon is next.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba. Love you.